Well, hello YouTube. It is Willie, the volunteer piper here. I haven't had a solo video in a long time on this channel anyway. Um, Sorry it's been so long. Been busy and of course doing the lives with John on Wednesday nights. It's been crazy, but I saw a video by Chad, Yardism, that made me want to do a video. He loves doing music type things and wants people to answer and or give video responses like this. And that's what this is a VR to Chad. And his latest one, in the series, his 4-4 series, even though it has nothing to do with 4, is about mixtapes. And I grew up in the 80s with cassettes, and yes, I had plenty of mixtapes for all sorts of things. Just different categories. Well, he's asking for 10 songs that just kind of get you up and make you dance, which, God, if you ever saw me dance, and you probably never will, and well, I'm not probably, you won't see me dance. And just make the foot on the little heavier on the gas pedal. And these are 10 songs that these aren't my favorite songs, but these are the 10 songs that get my blood pumping. And it took me a while. He's had this video out for a few days now, and it took me a while because I like a lot of music. I like a range of music. I like classical music. I like jazz. I like old country. I love rock. I'm a big, and you're going to see that. That's my list is mostly 80s, 90s stuff. So just bear with me. But these are the 10 songs that if I were to make this mixtape and I were in the car, I'd probably get a speeding ticket because it's just some of those songs I really like, and some of these songs would be some of my favorite songs, and some of them aren't really my favorites, but they just have that oomph to them that I really like. That would make me, and I think I know the words to every single one of them. So yes, I do sing along when I'm in the car. I sing like nobody's listening, and when I'm at home, I dance like nobody's watching. So, but you'll never see it. I'm going to start with number 10 and move my way up to number 1. Again, these aren't my favorite songs per se, but they are songs that I like. That if I made this mixtape with these 10 songs on it, I would get me pumped up. All right. So number 10, "Man in the Box," Alice in Chains. Love that song. Just a hard-hitting, just guitar heavy. Love it. Love Alice in Chains. But that was their first big hit. And man, once I heard that, yes, definitely. Number 9, "Hold It Now, Hit It" by the Beastie Boys. That's on their License to Ill album, their very first album. And again, I love that album. I've still got the cassette that I bought in 1986 that has the store I bought it from is called the Sound Shop, and they used to give like this little guarantee, and they put a sticker on the inside of the cassette in the liner notes. And they'd put a date on it, and if they said if your tape ever got eaten by a tape, like a cassette player or your race car stereo or something, that they would replace it. All you have to pay is like $1. So I've still got it with that sticker in it. It says 1986. I think it was like November of or October of 1986. I can't remember, but I still have that. That song, I love it. I like the whole thing, but that one especially. Number 8. "Only the Good Die Young" by Billy Joel. That's a great song. My sister used to be a big Billy Joel fan. I grew up listening to it because she liked Billy Joel. Turned me into a Billy Joel fan, and I really like him. His 70s and early 80s stuff after that, but especially all of his 70s stuff. But that is a great song. Only the Good Die Young. I've sang that thousands of times. I've karaoke'd that song before. Number 7, Wildflower by The Cult. Love The Cult. This was off their first album, and great song. It's the very first song on the album, and just another one of those guitar. Just love it. Good song. Number 6 is a group that I really like too, and I had trouble because there's a couple of songs of theirs that fit into this category, but I really picked this one because I think it makes the gas pedal go down to the floor a little bit farther. But it's called Honeysuckle Blue by Driving and Crying. It's a great song, great guitars. I love that guy's voice. I can't remember his name right this second, but that guy's voice is awesome. Number 5, The Anthem by Good Charlotte. It's like a 2.5 minute long song. Very short, but it's fast, and it's one of those that you know the words to, and you can just go, and it's just constant. It's just a constant noise. Again, this is not my favorite song list, but this is that's one of those songs that I hear it, I know the words, and I'll just, like I said, I'll move a little faster. Number 4, and this one is one of my favorites, Foolin by Def Leppard. On the Pyromania album, I love that album. I think 83 or 82 when that came out. So I was in 7th, 8th grade. Again, you're going to see a lot of 80s music on my lists. Number 3, a little bit different. We're going to go in a different direction. And I love this song, and it's off of a soundtrack. But it's the Time Warp off the Rocky Horror Picture Show soundtrack. That movie, I've seen that. I actually own the DVD, and I've watched it. My kids have watched it. They think it's stupid. I love it because I've seen it at least 25, 30 times in theaters. And yes, I haven't dressed up, but I have gone and done the water guns and the toast and the rice and all that good stuff at the theater here in Nashville. There used to be 2 in town that would show it late night, and they didn't care. They let you bring all the stuff. As long as you didn't tear anything up, they would clean it. So it was fun, and we went and did that countless times. I mean, it might be more than like 50 times that I've seen that movie. I don't know. But that's a great song. Number 2, definitely. Number 2 and number 1 are on my favorite song list of all time. Number 2 is The Trooper by Iron Maiden. There's several Iron Maiden songs in my favorites. But The Trooper, it's a great song. Great song. Just Steve Harris's galloping bass in that song. It's about the charge of the Light Brigade. It's just, I love that song. The guitars, Bruce Dickinson's voice. I mean, what's not to love about that song? If you're an Iron Maiden fan, that one's got to be in your top 3 or 5 for sure. And then the first one, number 1 on my list, and again, this would be on my favorite songs. I don't know if it'd be number 1 or not, but it's definitely in the top 10 or 15 songs of my favorites of all time. But it definitely gets me going. Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue. I mean, again, you can see there's some metal influence here, and that's when I grew up, though. That song just, I love that song, and I like Motley Crue. I'm a big Motley Crue fan. I've seen them in concert just about, I think, more than any other band, any other hair metal band that of any of them. I think I saw them 5-6 times in concert. So yeah, so Kickstart My Heart's number 1. So there you have it. Again, it's kind of all over the place. It's got a lot of 80s influence in it because that was my teenage days. A little 90s, let's call it some college era stuff, and then maybe a little bit older, but some songs in the 70s too. But Anyway, that's it, man. Chad, great, great, great category. I love the mixtape thing. I mean, you can do this mixtape for all different kinds of stuff. So I will, if you do it again on another category, let me know. Or I'll watch that video. I'll send you another VR, my friend. All right. Good to see you guys again. I'm going to start putting out some more videos and more stuff on my channel. If you're seeing me for the first time, please subscribe. And join me and John, the Night Piper, on the Nashville Mafia Live on Wednesdays. And we'd love to have you on there. We'll take anybody and everybody. All right, guys. Have a good one now.